for people both in undergraduate, postgraduate, even at PhD level. He has consulted for people locally and internationally. So he has the idea when it comes to research, ethics, when it comes to AI, what schools are looking out for, where you won't, what you need to do for you not to put yourself in trouble. So I want us to, with energy, emoji, different emojis, let's welcome Mr. Felix Urihe to take the floor. Let's give it to him. 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 Let's give it to Mr. Felix. Let's give it to him. Let's give it to Mr. Felix. So, Mr. Felix, you have the floor, sir.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Toby Bentley. Can you hear me loud and clear, please?
Yes, yeah,
we can hear you.
Oh, all right. Thank you. Thank you for this section, and I think Mr. Victor has left. I've known Mr. Victor for many years, and that was a powerful section. He has actually said a whole lot as regards some ethical aspect as regards use of AI. Can you see my slide? Please confirm. Can you see my slide? Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. So I'll be discussing briefly on using AI ethically in your academic life. I've been a writer for the past 10 years, but professionally I've been writing for about 7 years. And like as Mr. Toby said, I've written for various cadres of people. And one of my core focus are actually people in the United Kingdom, US, Canada, and I could tell you I've experienced a lot. Even for the advent of AI, as 2022, 2023, we've always had issues as regards what we're actually facing in that aspect of writing has been plagiarism. Then AI came in, schools were not focusing attention as regards AI, so students were able to submit drafts, their project, their thesis. Writers became lazy, students became very lazy, and they just do what they like. Then Turnitin came in and brought a detection model, a tool in which we no longer check for plagiarism. With Turnitin now, we're able to detect for percentage of your AI in your work, and several students were confused. We have some face panel. I could give various stories when it comes to student facing panel as regards plagiarism, students losing their admission in United Kingdom, in US. It's not a funny experience. I've had stories in which lecturers actually are expelled. Some doctors are expelled from their institutions because of abuse of these tools. So I want to bring to you that AI is no longer a future, rather it's our present. From the use of ChatGPT, Cloud AI, Copilot, these tools are in our domains, they are in your study sessions, they're in our classrooms. I've had stories in which tests are given in class and students are basically using their phone to answer tests in their classes. And these are interesting and also they are very bad. Sincerely, they are bad. And the question is, should I use AI or not? Or how should I use AI rightly? So for me, because when the AI pool came out, at a point, I was not interested. I did not want to use it at all because I felt I might get lazy because I'm the type that likes working. My company name is Writing Worker. We consult for international students globally. So I love to work. I love to read. I like to do my due diligence about any paper. I can defend it anywhere. But I See some of my colleagues within few hours, few days, be able to produce same materials, same quality of paper as I'm using that same tool, and they use it ethically. Then I had to sit back and say, okay, how can I use AI ethically? How? And when she asked us in this class, I'm very sure several of us has used AI. A lot of us for the past 1 week. Even I'm very sure some of us today have used AI. So let's move to this. The numbers don't lie. Just few days ago, um, Tony released the reports that nearly 1 in 7 English language academic submissions now contains AI. About 80% are AI generated content. Students, lecturers, it's terrible, a terrible fact. And comparing this data to 2023, it was about 3.3%. Look at the jump. 2023, we had 3.3% AI submitted content. 2026, we have 80%. So here is a critical update in just a few days ago. And if we ask students today, we submit your project, you'll be shocked because one thing Turnitin has done is that Turnitin has updated their model. We know there's this funny things we students like to do, that they feel that they are smart. There are some other AI tools that can help you humanize your what's it called your write up, your research. I bring you bad news. Turnitin has updated their model. So your humanized content can be detected. Your humanized AI content can be detected by Turnitin. So this brings to bear to us, what are the key issues? The key issues we face as regards um, use of AI. First is plagiarism, because let me know, plagiarism, AI hallucination, inaccurate or fabricated references. You see, these issues are of concerns. People believe that if I use AI, don't be plagiarized. I think someone in this section said he submitted a text and he had 98% plagiarism. I put it to you. We should have a one-on-one section. I will show you how you plagiarized. It's no most students do not understand the concept of plagiarism. What is plagiarism? Plagiarism simply means you copy someone else's data or information without appropriate reference in it. And then one thing you should understand is AI also plagiarize. So you think that you can just use AI to give information and you can go and submit and you are safe. You are not. Which is why you should understand how to use AI ethically to avoid plagiarism. Because AI can simply go to someone else article, copy it, or just rephrase one or two things from there and give it to you. And as a student, you just garbage in, you garbage out, and you think you are fine. Another key issue we also face is AI hallucination, which also means that fabricated content. See, AI can give you boldly give you wrong information. And if left unchecked, you would think you are right, whereas you are in trouble. I've had cases you check, ask AI for certain information, and you are seeing the answers and wondering, no, this is not right. Based on my expertise, this information is false. Well, most times students or researchers do not give due diligence to cross-check the data, the informations gotten from these tools. You don't, because AI is prone to produce fabricated content. I tell you, most times even AI has issues in detecting real content from from false content, because AI is works based on informations in the database, and in database we have true content, we also have false content. AI just simply takes both content and give you something. So it brings it brings concerns that as a researcher, as a writer, or as a lecturer, as whoever you are in your field, you must watch out and avoid AI hallucination. Also, inaccurate or fabricated references. Um, a data I was reading just few days ago says that 7% of all AI reference generators are completely authentic and accurate. Meaning that if 7% of the references generated by AI are accurate, that means 93% are false. Because I've had workers work for my company, and we when they submit certain drafts, we go through what was submitted and like, this reference does not exist. And in academic misconduct, it's not a joke, it's a crime. You'll be called to face panel for it. Because why will you just give false references and false authors? Some are false DOIs, some are false topic, false year. Some of the authors do not even exist at all. So the key issues we face at gas AI is inaccurate or fabricated referencing. I could give on and on more research that was carried out and to prove that these are key issues faced by AI. So it brings to bear, what does ethical use, where does ethical use end? So what are the green zones and what are the red zones, which are ethical use and misconduct of AI? Like Mr. Victor, um, in case you mistakenly hear me calling Mr. Victor Pastor Victor, someone I know happens to be one of my pastors in years past. So I might say Mr. Victor. He said certain things as regards ethical use. One, AI should be used for brainstorming and outlining ideas. Oh, you have an idea, you put it to AI. So please, okay, AI should help you brainstorm, should help you outline your ideas. You should not just rely solely, what should I do about this? You just go there, AI give you certain things, you just write. No, AI should help you brainstorm. Yes. Also, AI can also help you in explaining concepts. Things. AI should help you give feedback to your drafts. Yeah, Mr. Toby was saying earlier, Mr. Victor was also saying earlier, you have drafts you've written, you put them into this AI, you should get feedback from those drafts. Then you rewrite them yourself. AI should be used for grammar and spelling check. I think over the years, Grammarly has been a tool. It got to a point that even Grammarly also called output was being dictated by Turnitin for for AI. So as writers, we just have to find a way to cross-check and avoid this thing. So AI can be used for grammar check and spelling. We'll see some gray areas as we move on. And also, for your background and research aid, AI should be used. However, submitting AI output as your work is an academic misconduct. Just ask AI for a question and it gives you an output. You do not read, that's an academic misconduct. Having AI write your complete essay and report is an academic misconduct. These are red zones. Paraphrasing AI text without disclosure. You know, some of us sometimes we feel we are smart. AI has given you the reports. You take the reports, you take it to a different AI tool again. You paraphrase, take it on that tool again. You paraphrase. All these are academic misconducts. Using AI bypasser tools to disguise writing, like I said earlier, in which you can use humanizing your AI report. These are academic misconducts. So also, using AI to write your exam or quizzes, they are all academic misconduct. So I have a figure here. This figure is saying the ethical use of AI generative tools in writing. So we have 3 tiers. First is tier 1, which is ethically accepted. You can use it to check your grammar, which I've said earlier. But ensure that the AI edit reflects your own voice and critical thinking. You see when Mr. Victor keeps talking, augment. Keep checking. Oh, what I give AI to check. Oh, this is what I asked it to do. 2, readability. Ensure that the AI edit reflects your own voice and critical thinking. Keep watching. I keep saying your own voice. Also, language translations. There are certain articles, maybe they are written in Russian, they are written in what's it called French, and you tend to use it for your research. AI can help you translate. However, it's always good to have a balance, have someone that has knowledge of that particular language to help you cross-check that particular draft. So double checking translation is key, and ensuring that your AI edits reflect your own voice and what critical thinking, because research has to do with you. Because you are actually providing and you're filling an academic gap. But when you simply go and copy and paste certain informations you get somewhere, that's not yours. It's not your property. It becomes your intellectual property when you do due diligence by what? Double checking, making sure that you are the one. It's your idea, it's your concept, it's your policy, it's your input. The second tier, which is the ethical contingent, one, which is generating outline for your content. So yeah, you can now use AI to help you generate an outline for your content. I have a topic of what is the effect of Lassa fever, or the prevalence of Lassa fever in Nigeria. So want to do that particular write-up, you can also, yeah, okay, please give me an outline on how to go about this particular topic. So AI can help you. However, ensure that these outlines aligns with journal requirements, because there are requirements from different journals. You can't just copy. Check. Also, you want to summarize content. So these are other ethical constituents. Ensure that the final product reflects your own idea and insight. You've written about 6 paragraphs, and maybe the word count about 1.5, and you've written 1,800. How do I summarize this content? You take this information, you pour it into a particular AI tool, and please help summarize this content. It is important that you check to be sure that what the AI is giving back to you, it's your own idea or your own ideas, not a different thing entirely. Also, for improving clarity of content and brainstorming ideas, as said earlier, do your appropriate cross check that the ideas, the um, content generated are yours and it does not lose meaning. At times you, in the bid of trying to paraphrase, trying to re-edit, trying to summarize, most times the meaning or the context of our writings are lost. But most persons are lazy to cross-check. So what are the ethical suspects? It's a tier 3. And this particular aspect, we do not advise use AI. First, it's not advised that use AI to generate a literature review. Yeah, it's not advised. You can look for different literatures, do your search, but do not allow AI to be the one doing reviews of literature for you. Um, that let me check with AI, tells you that it's zero AI. It is something. You cannot, you can, then you to fine. Totally AI data interpretation is what it's not stable. The concept clear um, is not uh, um for you. It's for you and equals for you. AI is to see some area that yes or no. Because the is intellectual contribution. So ask, I use generative AI in so that the primary data, insight, and critical belong to you. And write up with it first. But yes, they faint on that particular intelligence was not to them. They simply relied on AI solely. So ask yourself, what you have done, is it your intellectual property? Can you defend this? Is this your own voice? If yes, let's move to the next one. Academic competency. Having used generative AI in a fashion to ensure that human maintain competency in core research and writing skills. See, one of the key goal of academic is for us to be literate, is for us to develop writing skills, analytical skills. See, the advent of AI has produced lazy graduates, weak graduates, people who can't sit down to even write a paragraph about themselves. They can't. So academic competency is key. One of the reason you go to school is to go and learn, is to improve your skill. It's not to rely solely on a machine to help you in your research area and you literally did nothing. So the question is, the particular research area, is it your work? Are your writing skills improved? People ask me, oh, Mr. Felix, how do I get better in writing? I said, you get better in writing by writing. And now, writing is when you keep writing, you get better, your skills, you become better. But when you don't sit down to write, you just simply depend on AI. Oh, enter the code, gives you the results. Oh, this is fine. Just scan through. I like this. You paste it in your work. You are not becoming competent. You're not becoming competent. You're not. The next one, accuracy of content. I ask you, have you double checked to ensure that all the content and the reference in your manuscript are accurate and they're reliable and free of bias? Remember in my undergraduate days when I did my what's it called, essay. Before we have projects, we also have essay in which you draw a write up and we present. I can boldly say if they bring that essay today, it will be 100% plagiarism. So you just copy and paste everywhere. I do not. There's a starting point. There's a part of my essay that referencing, instead of writing the name of the author, I had 1, 2, 3. My supervisor was like, Felix, young man, are you serious? But one thing that helped me was I had a project supervisor that was detailed. She was thorough. So she held me by my hands and taught me how to do research. And I could tell you I had the best project for my set. I had the highest score for my set. Why? Because due diligence were done. I double checked that the content, what I was writing, they are accurate, they are reliable, they are free of bias, they're not false references. So the next one is transparency. Mr. Victor also said during for those who followed, because I followed all through, the section was quite enlightening for me as well too. So have you disclosed exactly how these AI tools you're using your manuscript? Most schools currently, I would say, because I do a lot of research week in, week out, I submit for different of my clients. Not all schools accept the use of AI. Most schools do not. However, there are now adjustment in policies in which you can now tell them, oh, I mean, you're transparent. I used AI to do this, and it should be indicated in your methodological your chapter 3 methods or which chapter 4, whatever it is, there'll be a section you are transparent. Oh. In my, I used AI to do so and so. So this is an ethical way of using AI. So you must be clear how you use this. Definitely, you can't say you used AI to generate all your content. At that point, you are caught. What if it is to critique a work in an ethical manner? You can write how those things are used. So let's go to the golden rules as regards ethical use. The first one which I just said earlier is transparency. Disclose how you use AI. Disclose it. Check your school policy. When in doubt, cite it. I use particular AI in brackets, cloud AI, add the year. So disclosure protects you and signals what? Intellectual honesty. It means you're honest, you're not lying. It does. So I wrote here that the most helpful and transparent means of describing the use of these tools is to put them in your methodological section of your manuscript. It is encouraged you outline how these AI tools was utilized, how this AI outputs were handled. E.g., were this AI related text reviewed? Did you review them? Were they discussed? Did you edit those texts? When relevant, where where the sources were cited, did you double check if these things were true? These are the ways you can be transparent as regards ethical use of AI. Secondly, integrity. Note, education is about developing our capabilities. AI does the thing you, the right you. Why are you paying that? Why are you learning? So it's your nothing. So the job of writing and the oh, about writing. I think that's the question. Read this paper, keep do AI but relying solely on the means that they are most about their project. If it is, can you defend it? If it is not, can you defend it? So indeed, people of integrity will reject. Finally, accountability. I situations are real. Target justice that you check responsibility to live while using AI. So if I may ask, has anyone here been caught while using AI? Just indicate in the chat section. Oh, while you're using AI, you were caught in your school. Can just indicate, or why using? I want to know. And anyone used AI, your lecturer caught you, your supervisor complained. I can't see show of hands. Does that mean we all regards AI usage? Okay, let me move on.
I think Alaba is raising is it
Yes, okay, all right, okay. All right, okay, good. Now let's move on now. Some practical framework when you submit your document or your file or research. Ask yourself these three things. I call them acts. The first one is assess. The next one is S shape. The next one is no acts. First one is AI permitted for the task at hand? Does your school allow the use of AI? Policies across
no sir,
institutions.
we can't see your screen.
Okay. Okay, let me check. Uh, okay. Okay. What about now?
Yeah, we
Can you
can
see it
see.
now?
Yeah, we
All
can
right,
see it
thank
now.
you. All right, thank you. So, said I was saying that ask yourself, understand that policies varies across different institutions. Like I think someone was saying their school accept 30% plagiarism. In UK, US, it's not accepted. You have 98% plagiarism. You face panel. They will warn you the first time, second time, you do repeat such, you'll be advised to withdraw. You'll be advised to withdraw. So ask yourself, if you're not sure, you can simply send an email to your lecturer to save yourself from getting into what? Into trouble. Please, are we permitted to use AI for this tax? The next one, shape. Are you directing the AI or is you are just accepting whatever the AI generates? Ask yourself, are you directing? Are you the one? Like Mr. Top was teaching us, we are directing the AI on what to do. You take this from this source, you take from this source, take from this source. Please direct the AI on accurate prompts. Mr. Victor said, do not take any idea outside this particular framework. So at that point, you are directing the AI, not the AI directing you. So you supply ideas to the AI. Then you allow the AI express itself, not just generate information for you. Thirdly, no. Before you submit, ask yourself, can I defend everything in this document? I mean, every part, every paragraph. Can you defend it? If you cannot defend or explain an AI generated sections, simply delete it. If you not submit such drafts, you need to understand your work because it is your work, it is your intellectual property. So let's go to the consequence. Keep coming. Slide. Good. Before we go to the consequence, like I said in the beginning of this class, only thing has updated the AI. It's like a cat and rat fight now. We are trying to hide, also trying to catch you. So don't think you are safe, which is why you have to use AI ethically for your work. February 12th, 2026, that's about a few weeks ago. Detection models has been updated. They are now more accurate than before. Bypasser tools are now being flagged for AI. So tools that you use to write your text to sound like human can be detected by Turnitin. Color schemes are now being reviewed. Schools, lecturers are now asking for oral defense. Lecturers knows your writing voice. Had a client, a time that faced panel, and sadly she lost that that's also called the panel judgment, and she was asked to withdraw. She was writing her first draft, second draft in a writing style. Whoever was doing the work for her, I don't know. Then she consulted that will assist her. The lecturers found out, and these students, I know your capacity. Oh. Suddenly, if your work is now looking so polished, your analysis is not looking so good. Sincerely, the lecturer found it difficult to believe she did that work herself, and which was true. Then she came, had to put her through, okay, this is how you defend it. Sincerely, during the oral defense, she could not defend it because it was never her work in the first place. If your writing style should change, they will detect it. And you understand, AI simply can write in different manner for you. But for us, every one of us have different writing styles. You can't write the way I write. You can't reason the way I reason. So I can't write the way you write. We all have our unique writing styles. So AI should not rob you of that. Should not. In the bid of getting your work to be well polished, do well to be able to defend your work. Because especially for those who have dream to study in international institutions, study abroad, these are key areas you pay attention to. Okay, let's now move on to the stakes, the consequences. One, zero on your assignments. Satobi shared his experience because when he had that issue, I was aware. He was lucky to have 50% because one, he was honest. What did you do? He said he was the original author of the manuscript. He simply wanted to check plagiarism before submission. So he checked it on a different database of his school, not knowing that that particular act means that his manuscript will be uploaded into that particular school database. So I'm bringing it to his school database to be flagged for plagiarism. It's real, meaning that it is a submitted work. But because he was honest, he was opened, he found mercy, which was why he got 50. Oh. I can give you stories upon stories. People fail. People investing tens of millions to go study abroad, to Japa. At the end of the day, they end up failing. They face academic probation, which I can see here. Some suspension and expulsion. Can give you stories ranging from AI usage and plagiarism. Some they lose their scholarship after getting admission, scholarship to go study in US or wherever it is. Because of this, so the stakes are high and they are real. I don't mention names, but I have first-hand experience. Some face permanent transcriptions on transcription notations. There are some people that the academic journal that have been published for many years are brought down. At first, they escaped, it was published. Down the line, they are also called documents were reviewed and they found AI handwriting in all their work. They lose their job and all the years of academic research or whatever they've done comes to nothing. So the stakes is real, and I don't wish my enemy that. I don't. So how to use AI and use it well, because AI is your edge. Because if you don't have Felix, I think you should not use AI. No, AI is your edge. First one, AI should be your research assistant. after Toby gave us an example, now we can use AI as a research assistant using cloud AI. It's not the researcher. You are the researcher. AI is your what? Assistant. AI can be your writing coach, giving you guidelines, feedback on your drafts, but you will still do the writing yourself. It's your writing coach. AI should be your study partner. You ask AI questions, you get explanation from it. It's your study partner. AI can be your idea generator. I had a client that reached out to me within the last 2 weeks, and we were discussing. So she said, okay, she wants to do a particular research. And I asked her, what's your topic? And she gave me, I said, this is not a topic. This is just an area of study. So let's look at gaps in the areas. Okay, well, give me some time. Let me do my research. I asked for key indicators of that particular topic. And I asked AI, using this, and this, give me certain topics and in research gap in this area. And I had loads. And I began to filter. And I was able to generate about 5. And I gave it to the client. I'm like, wow. Oh, she liked this, she liked this. All right. So I'm able to come to the conclusion she chose one. It was what? An idea. It helps me. I had something in mind already. Then with that, we're able to generate an idea. AI can also be your code tutor for those into tech. Can help you debug errors in your code. Can understand messages and learn concepts. Yeah, sites are edges you can use AI for. They can also help you like data guides. They can help you explain statistical models and methods while you do the analysis yourself. It can also help you analyze them further. However, you do your due diligence to check and cross-check. So let's go. We'll be wrapping up very soon. Note, AI won't replace you. Know that AI cannot replace you. AI, some people say AI should not replace you. Students who use it wisely will outpace those who don't. That's the sincere truth. Oh, free that I won't use AI. I'll simply sit down and write. Those that are using it wisely, they will outpace you and they will get better scores than you. They will get better results. So use AI, but AI should not replace you. So what are the to-do lists? One, I have said this earlier. Know your policies. Check the guidance as regards AI for your school before you start. It's not after you've now used AI, you're not checking the guidance. No, not it. Secondly, direct AI. Bring your ideas. Let AI express it, not generate ideas for you in certain cases. So direct AI and stay transparent. I've said this earlier. Be transparent. Disclose how you use AI. This build trust and protect your academic record. So let's talk. I have some questions for us. Where have you already used AI in your studies? I want to ask, was it ethical? So we'll have a discussion section. So I want some of it. This first one, you want to unmute your mic, please. You can unmute your mic. Mr. Toby, can help us direct the section, please? Just briefly. I won't take time on that. Anyone that raised I can just give it. Just 1 or 2 persons.
You have the floor.
So where have you already used AI in your studies? And be sincere. Based on what you've learned,
Okay.
was it ethical?
Yeah, I like what I said. I want to correct that. Okay, let me just. I used AI
Okay.
ethically in the sense that I go through it,
Okay.
and I go through after writing my structure, and I do my writings. Do you understand? But what I usually use more of AI is that sorry, maybe it's time. Is that of that what's the name of that one that always trying to correct everything you write? I've forgotten it.
Grammarly. Is it Grammarly?
Grammarly, yeah, Grammarly. So as I said that time, that it flagged, it was not it was AI percentage. I wasn't talking about what's the other thing you said?
Plagiarism. Oh,
It's not
plagiarism.
plagiarism.
Okay, that's good.
My plagiarism was two, sincerely.
Oh,
But
okay.
I sincerely, and I told the school sincerely because I'm also a graduate assistant.
Okay.
I told my supervisor that my coordinator that I use Copilot and
Okay.
that other one I opened up. Do you understand? So that's
That's
why
transparency. I like that.
yes, I did. I told because I've never written anything that will get up to that percentage. At least the AI will come percentage maybe 10%, 20%. But that one I was even afraid, but I didn't want to use humanizer. Do you understand? Because I know if I had used humanizer,
Okay.
I'd deceived the school. That's it.
Good. All right. So I understand I've had such similar scenarios whereby Grammarly were used in editing of a draft or manuscript and comes back to you as AI. So it's left for you to rewrite. So who else again? I want someone that
Yeah, we have Sylvia. Sylvia.
okay.
And
She has
after
the floor.
Sylvia, Nasir, we go.
Okay, yeah, good.
Hello, I think okay, for mine, I used it for an assignment and I'm still currently using it actually for that same assignment. So it's just about developing a skill as a researcher. So I have the skills I want to develop, but then I know that the activities to do to develop such skills, I had to read some books, I had to listen to some podcasts, and I didn't
Okay.
have an idea of what books to read, what podcasts to listen to. So I had to ask AI to give me ideas on books and
Oh,
podcasts
good.
I can listen to develop this skill as a researcher. So I got this idea from AI. But now the trick is I don't know if this is ethical or not. Because from the assignment brief, it says we can use Google Scholar and the rest. But when I'm using the Google Scholar or the school's website, I'm not getting books that would really help me develop this skill. But then when I ask ChatGPT and I'm able to look for this book, I find out that these books are available that I can use. So I don't know if this is ethical to continue or I should stop, because that's really one of the reasons I attended this session, to know if I'm on the right track or I should just stop and find another means to get that sorted out.
First, if I may ask, the informations you got, books or whatever, are they published materials? Are they
No,
published? Are they under reputable journals?
no.
Are
Not all
they
actually.
academic research? So
Not
these are times you need to filter. You need to
okay.
filter. For in research now, you're not allowed to use what is this called? That we use this common first thing you search. Because we know that I can't remember the name again, self. When you are doing a
Wikipedia.
research, the first
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia, thank you, sir. Wikipedia is not allowed in research. You know, you can go and check, like the essay example I gave earlier. I used Wikipedia for my essay in a 40 level. Then, undergraduate days, I just copied Wikipedia. Some information on Wikipedia are false. Anybody can go to Wikipedia and edit Wikipedia. It's an open source information. So, Wikipedia is not an acceptable database in academic research. So, we cannot cite Wikipedia and you cannot include such in your academic research. So, AI, the way you use it is it's good. However, the information you get, you need to filter them to be sure which is acceptable and which is not acceptable. I believe you're on the right track. So the next person, please. I hope that answers your question.
Yes, thank you very much.
All right, next person.
Yeah, Nasir. I think Nasir raised this hand. I can't see them. I
Or
think
anyone else.
I think that's all for that.
Okay, I believe every one of us. So we are saying we all have been using AI ethically, or we don't want to confess our sins. Okay, let's move to the next one. I want to ask you again. What would you do if your classmates or your friend asks you to share your AI written work? What would you do?
Charles, Charles, you are raising your hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Good afternoon once again, and thank you so much for this session. I'm not answering the question you just asked. I actually
Okay.
wanted to, yeah, I actually wanted to respond to your first question.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. So I recently um concluded a master's program at school in Nigeria here. So in my work, because my topic was related to AI, you know yeah. So I there was a lot of I used AI for a lot of things, and especially for the literature review and all that, because in my department, if there's a particular year that's yeah, if you reference a particular year, like for instance, let's say from if you reference from 2020 down, they may not accept it.
I
In fact,
understand.
if you even reference 2021, they may not even accept that word. It has to be something recent.
Reset. Okay.
Yeah. So I used AI especially, yeah, like I said, especially for the literary review, and I found out that they actually accepted it. I don't know why, because I mean deep down I felt I used it ethically, you know, but for some reason, my project supervisor, accepted the work. I don't know why I don't know why. Maybe she didn't have enough time to check it, or maybe she's new in the game, and a lot of them, because she's quite elderly, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
so for a work like that, yeah, because I already told you that deep down I felt I used it unethically.
Good. You are being
Yeah, so
sincere. The sincere truth
yeah,
is you do not use it ethically. What you should understand is most of our schools in Nigeria care less about undergraduate research. I'm being sincere with you. You use the
no,
AI, you copy.
mine was master's thesis.
Oh, interesting. Well, I will say this as well too. In a way, in a bit, they are still carefree compared to a PhD because I did my master's in UI. Same with Mr. Tori Beckley. We happens to be colleague, and I have some of my colleague on this in this meeting here as well too. We had a lecturer then because she was quite exposed. Sincerely, we don't like her. Well, today we know why. I know why she was that way. Then she gave us an assignment. She asked us to go check plagiarism. I was like, before we submit to her. Normally, we just go online, copy, write, and just drop it. Like, we do the assignment ourselves, but we're doing it. Understand that plagiarism is. I don't want to go into that because we are talking about AI. But see, when you can take a material from a source and you think you are doing the right thing, rather you are plagiarizing. You are plagiarizing, rather. For example, an author in his work cited someone. You, as a writer, you just copy that work from that person that cited. You didn't go and check the original source. You just plagiarized though. Because it's not your work. You just simply just copy someone said this and what the person said, you just cabbage it, oh this, and you just rephrase it a bit. And you didn't go check if truly this particular author, what was said was right or not. In a way, it's plagiarism. At times we do self-plagiarism. So when she asked us to go check plagiarism, we're not using some online to check plagiarism. She said no, she wants to turn it in. Like turn it in as how. Other lecturers don't do that. Why is she stressing us? Why? And those that went to check on it saying, it was not a funny experience. But those things helped us develop certain skills today that is helpful to me. I don't want to go into that. That's built my life. A skill I learned in my master's days. That when it comes to my research. But on submitting our thesis, they didn't really check. But these days now, those that came after us, they check, they allow certain percentages. But to be frank, 30% is not acceptable. It's not. Nigerian schools still accept 25% for PhD. Go to UK universities, US, they'll tell you 15, some will tell you 10. For me, I prefer below 10. When you're working in plagiarism, below 10. AI, I prefer 0. Not 1, not 2. 0% AI. It should be 0. No traces of AI in every manuscript. It might be 50,000 words, 10,000 words, 1,000 words. When it's checked, it should be 0% AI. So most of our lecturers in Nigeria are not updated on these tools. That's just it. Some are not updated, some are non-challenged. Some also even practice this habit. But I will tell you there are a lot of them also too that are sound. That you can't even just like the woman I give an example with. You can't try with that. She's a professor. You can't because she knows. If you bring a work to me that's AI generated, I don't need to check it for 5 minutes. I know it's AI generated. You can try it with me. If you give me an AI generated work, when I read the first paragraph, second paragraph, I will tell you that this is AI generated. I will tell you because it is obvious. So I don't want to spend much on that. Thank you. So who is responding to us? Because I want a practical section, please. Your classmates submit. Gabriel, okay, good. Please, I want to respond to that second part.
Good afternoon once again. Sorry, I am near a main road, so you might hear some noise. I apologize.
I can hear you clearly.
Okay, all right. So the question you asked, I will attempt it, but I also have other things I want to say. Now, you said AI generated content, right? If my friend asked me to share with them. Now, this question is actually not too clear. AI generated content in what way? If, for example, I am brainstorming with AI, I'm trying to maybe validate an idea, or I'm trying to get clarity on an idea, and it gives me some responses. That's also AI content.
Okay.
Or are you saying if I decide to use AI to write an essay?
Anyone.
So that we're clear on the question.
Anyone, I want to hear from you. As a discussion.
Okay. The truth is, if you created something with AI and somebody is interested, it's better you tell the person how you went about it, so that the person can also make attempt and get his own understanding. Copying from AI and pasting it to the person, I don't think, because although at the end of the day, the person who uses it takes responsibility for the work he has done. You understand? That's my own opinion. Even whether I give him or I don't give him, the final thing depends on him. If, for example, he picks it up and gets an idea from there, and from the idea is able to create something else, I don't see anything wrong with it, because AI is supposed to be our assistant. That's my own opinion in relation to that question.
All right. Thank you. Go ahead.
However, I have maybe question or otherwise. Now,
okay, we'll with use very soon we'll have question section. No.
Oh, okay.
Just hold on for questions.
Okay.
Just hold on. All right. Thank you. Okay. I like the politics you played there. You see, one key thing I've noticed about students, international students, is secrecy. You can ask them. In Nigeria, I can have my assignments. If you have a few hours to go, just give it to your next guy there. Simply it's copying one paragraph here, it's copying. But one thing is secrecy is most people are secret about their work because of plagiarism. But if it's an AI written work, first, AI written work, share it with the person now. It's not your work. And you should not submit an AI written work. So it's actually a ploy. You can share AI written work, AI written ideas. or note, the work you should submit, it's your work, not an AI written work. And also, they also have a brief discussion. How do you think universities should balance AI detection with students' well-being? Because sometimes you feel that it's stressful. Sitting down to write, it's headache, well-being, combining work and study. Oh, in school, it's not easy. Our mental health, are going through a lot. And this AI, you should allow us to this AI. What do you think? Or you being the student, how do you think university should balance AI detection with students' well-being? I just want one person that can say something around this then. Just swiftly, our time is fast spent, please. Anyone? Or you feel that the school should increase the percentage of AI, they should allow AI. Just express yourself.
Yeah, yeah. Hello.
I want you. Your name, please.
Yeah. My name is Charles.
All right.
Yes. Are you talking about undergraduate or for masters or for PhD?
All levels, all levels, all levels.
Oh, okay. So well, I think the percentage, the AI detector percentage, I think it should be they should they should kind of how do I put it now? We have undergraduate in the university. We have for instance, in the university we have undergraduates, we have students. So for undergraduate students, the AI detector percentage should be low. Why? Because they are still, I mean, they are still being they've not gotten to that part where they can say that they can trust the use of AI. So their academic zeal and all that should actually be formed. Then for master students, they should actually increase the AI detector percentage because for most master students, like you said, a lot of them are working, a lot of them are busy with so many things. Yeah, so and at the same time, they must have learned to research too, for a while that when they were undergraduate. Then for PhD students, it should not they should not even the AI detector percentage should be very, very, low because I mean, PhD is a big deal. It's your work, is your reasoning they want to see and all that. So yeah, that's my own submission.
All right. Thank you, Chas. So that's open to all this. I don't have an answer to that. It's open to you. And finally, what does academic integrity means to you in an AI age? I believe all this section we will address all that. Thank you so much for your attention. Satobi, thank you for your time. So we can